Who likes a concept album with a story that's borderline fantasy and a little bit of science fiction? I do, and here's a great one. Of course, I'm talking about a London, Ontario group called Alyeus, and I'm going to talk about their album And From the Sky We Fall. Now, a little bit of history on the group. In 2013, they set out on a journey with us on an album called 40 Days at Sea, and it is the second in a trilogy of concept albums chronicling a story of war and the struggle for existence. You know, the concept of this trilogy takes place in a mystical kingdom called Illyria, where celestial beings forever shape the lives and the worlds that they protect. It is the music, however, that really is the story here. The album opens with a song called The Architect, and it is a very short instrumental that really sets the stage and is a great way to start the album. It builds up and kind of puts you in the mindset for the adventure that you're going to go on. And the first major song off the album is a song called The Archetype, and it is a very incredibly melodic, and there's a lot of cool changes and transitions throughout the song. It doesn't get old, and it holds your attention as much as this stuff does on this album. The highlight of this track is the excellent tight guitar work. Following The Archetype is a song called Aphorisms, and it is a wonderfully mood-evoking song. These guys are kings at creating atmospheres, and they know how to do it, and they know how to do it effectively. It delivers a very solid bass line. It's got some just kick-ass drumming, and it's damn near a perfect song. And the harmonies in it too are absolutely mind-blowing. It's, you know, you take something from the folk world, like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, for example, come to mind. You take their harmonies and you add it to this, and that's what you're going to get. They're stunning. And after Aphorisms, there's another short instrumental called Rise of Descent, and this really sets an emotional and offers a few beautiful moments that you can feel from the music, that you get from it. Following Rise of Descent, it leads into a song called Celestial Descent, and it's another dynamic guitar-driven song. There's some wonderful vocals on this as well. The harmonies return again, and there's some real cool, I don't want to call it chanting, but it's very similar to that in the background, and it's quite unique, actually. I'm going to give them credit for that, because you don't hear that a lot in music today. It really adds another element to the story and an element to the song, and it almost gives them as a band a very unique sound. They also filmed a video for it, so I'll leave a link in the description. Check it out. I'm not going to say it's a great video. I'm not going to say it's corny, but it's inventive, and it fits the music very well, I think. After Celestial Descent, we go into a more melodic piece that really takes you on a trip. There's some very beautiful pianos in this song, and the melody of it is very well written and very precise. And the song is called Wish You Well. It is primarily instrumental, but it is damn near as perfect as a song as you're ever going to hear, in my opinion. Following that, there's a song called Casimir, which is another instrumental, and the synthesizer on this song and the guitar make for the perfect ambient song. It's not a rocking song. It's very atmospheric. Like I said, it's best to describe as ambient, and it's a good song, and actually one of the better ones of that style I've heard in recent memory. And following that is the title track of the song, and the song is called And From the Sky We Fall. Now, this song I'm going to spend a little time on is probably, well, it is my favorite song on the album. It's got some great vocals, and again, those harmonies return that we talked about before, and you get a wonderfully sweet melody over the acoustic guitar, and some nice little bit of synthesizer fill as well. This truly is as beautiful from start to finish as you're going to get on an album that's primarily metal. I'm going to say it's progressive metal, in which it is, but this song really takes you back and just kind of makes you realize that these guys are really top-notch musicians and that they can not just stick to one style, but stick to something completely different from, you know, the harder rock, and they do it very, very well. Now, this is a wonderful album and a wonderful ride. I can't say anything real bad about it, except that it's really short. The album is under 35 minutes, and I think they could have maybe used one more song with lyrics. Other than that, it's, I would say, a very good album. It's wonderfully written. These guys know what they're doing. It's wonderfully executed, and it's wonderfully produced. This is an excellent concept album, much like their first album. So I suggest you check it out as well. And this to me definitely would be an excellent addition to anybody's prog rock music collection. And I'm going to give it an A minus. And I'm going to show you here. Here's the CD. And you guys can go on Bandcamp and check them out. And last I looked, there was, I think, 3 of these left. They are on Spotify. I mean, I'm guilty too. I do go on Spotify a lot at work and listen to things. But I love supporting the bands that mean something to me. And this is a prime example of that. So if you like what you hear on the Bandcamp or Spotify, check them out and do support them. Last I heard, they had 3 or 4 songs ready for a new album, so I hope it's part 3 in this, and I hope they release it soon, because this has been out since 2015, so we're about due, guys, for another Alyeus album. Alright, thanks again, and keep each other safe, and look out for each other, and we'll see you ready real soon. Good night.